Recessions cause long-term changes in people's lives. One change is that more Americans are looking for places to live that are small, affordable, and close to work, entertainment, and retail. Fewer people are interested in a big place with a big yard out on the edge of town. The economic reasons for smaller houses or apartments with shorter commutes are obvious. When gas costs $4 a gallon, it makes sense to drive less. A bigger reason is that American households have lost a great deal of wealth over the last 5 years, and people are going to be on tight budgets for years to come. And there are also deep demographic reasons why the shift to more modest, mixed-use neighborhoods may be permanent. Let's start with the massive baby boom generation, people between the ages of 48 and 66. Boomers are 1/4 of the total U.S. population, and most of them now have finished raising their children. So now let's consider their children, who are a little less than 1/4 of the U.S. population. These are young adults aged 18 to 34. Most of them don't have children of their own yet, and they don't seem to be in a hurry to become parents either. There are about 119 million households in the United States. About 33 million of them contain just one person, and another 40 million are just two people. So every single household in the U.S. might have a kitchen and a bathroom, but most of them don't need to buy big containers of flour or toothpaste anymore. Large households are an important market segment, and some products like diapers will always need to be sold in large quantities. But the growth is in smaller packages for smaller households in urban areas like downtown Cleveland. Yeah, downtown Cleveland's growing. The entire city of Cleveland lost 80,000 people between 2000 and 2010, but the number of people living downtown in that decade nearly doubled. Most of the newcomers were young adults, according to a study from Case Western Reserve University, and this is happening in metro areas all over the country. Urban centers are waking up because they offer affordable ways to achieve a high quality of life. This shift could have a huge impact on private label because more neighborhood-style developments means growth in smaller stores that have less shelf space. Walmart's neighborhood market stores are less than 1/4 the size of a Walmart supercenter, although they're still several times bigger than a typical convenience store. Like a supercenter, the neighborhood markets carry dry goods, perishables, household goods, health and beauty care, and prescription drugs. And yes, there's a smaller selection, but they focus on basic items, so the proportion of private label items in neighborhood markets might actually be higher than it is in a supercenter. And Walmart's planning to double the number of neighborhood markets over the next few years because they're finding these stores are cheaper to build and more profitable to operate. New communities like Bay Pines in Tampa, Colony Park in Anaheim, and South Lake Union in Seattle are opening with carefully designed retail centers that are easy for most residents to reach. The new neighborhood retailers are returning to the old days. They offer a basic selection of grocery and drugstore items for everyday needs. This trend's gaining momentum too. Developers are eager to get their hands on urban parcels like Fort Monmouth, New Jersey, which became a perfect 1,100-acre site for a new planned community when it closed a year ago. So developers are thinking differently now, and private labels should take advantage of this trend. Smaller stores might mean smaller package sizes, or it might mean all-in-one combinations of complementary products. There are all sorts of innovations that may be possible as a new type of consumer emerges. For PLMALive, this is Brad Edmondson.